So let me give you a simple 7-step formula for setting and achieving goals. There are many more elaborate or bigger formulas, but I will give you a 7-step formula that you can write down on one of the back pages of your booklet. Step number 1 is to decide exactly what you want. Most people have no idea of what they really want. They say, well, I want to make more money. But that's not a goal. That's just a wish or a fantasy. They say, I want to be healthy. But that's not a goal. These are not goals. Okay? A goal is something that is very clear and measurable. So decide exactly what you want. Number 2 is write it down. Write it down on paper. The very act of taking a goal and writing it down increases the likelihood, the probability of achieving it by 10 times, by 1,000%. So write it down. Number 3 is set a deadline. Set a date at which you will achieve the goal. Sometimes people say, well, what if I write a deadline and I don't achieve it by the deadline? Then you set a new deadline. And you keep setting new deadlines until you finally come to the right deadline. So number 1 is decide what you want. Number 2 is write it down. Number 3 is set a deadline. If you just do that, you will have separated yourself from most of the people in the world. Number 3 is make a list. Make a list of everything that you could think of to do to achieve the goal. Every step, every activity, every action. Write down everything you can think of. And as you think of new things later, write them on the list. Keep writing your list until your list is complete. You can't think of anything else. Number 5 is take your list and organize the list. Organize the list by priority. What do you have to do first? Organize the list by sequence. What do you have to do before you do something else? And a list organized by priority and sequence is a plan. So now you have a goal and a plan. Now you've moved into the top 3% of people in the world. You have a goal and a plan. Step number 5 is take action immediately on your plan. Take one step. Take any step. But do something immediately to start the process moving. Do you remember that Confucius once said, a journey of 1,000 leagues begins with a single step? What we have found in history is that the achievement of any great goal begins with a single step. And then you take another step. And then you take another step. And if you take enough steps, you can accomplish any goal in the world. So number 7 is do something, take action on your goal every day. Every single day, once you have decided on your goal, and let's say that your goal is to double your income, okay? Once you have decided to double your income, every single day do something that moves you in that direction. Never let a day go past. 7 days a week, 365 days a year, do something every day that moves you toward your most important goal. If you can do that, you change your life. Because here's the wonderful thing. When you have a clear future vision, and then you break it down on paper into goals, and then you do something every day that moves you towards your goal, you feel happy. You feel powerful. Your self-esteem goes up. You feel confident. Your dimmer switch goes on full. You become more optimistic and more creative. Your whole world works better with a goal. And the reason most people are unhappy today is because they don't have any goals. Just like the ship's pilot, or the aircraft pilot, not having a destination, they would just go in circles.